Good morning, everybody. This is Tina here with Reseller Mom and Marina. And today we're going to be talking about how Marina successfully is using tactical arbitrage to find inventory for her Amazon business. So, for those of you just hopping in, I see you joining in, and thank you for being here this morning with us. Good morning,
Good
Lucy.
morning.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
I'm going to set up the Facebook over here on the other side. But how are you today, Marina? And if you want to give just a brief overview of yourself and what we're doing.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. And my name is Marina. I live in Tampa, Florida, and I sell on Amazon for about 1.5 years. And I started as a retail arbitrage, and right now I do online arbitrage only. Trying to get into wholesale, but sometimes not enough time to do both. And tactical arbitrage was not easy for me at the beginning. I was subscribed several times, and then I got either too much data or not enough data, and I just couldn't figure out how to people do that. So it took me several subscription for months to find nothing. And I guess I figured out some how to do that finally. So, and I'll share those points which worked for me and what I did wrong at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's good to know. I've tried tactical arbitrage in the past, and isn't it $100 a month?
Yeah, 89, but now they increased the price because as much it was 89 flat. Now it's 89, and if you run searches more than 40,000 hours, which is not that much actually, you pay per per those time, like $10 for 20,000, something like that. So it's gonna be more expensive.
Okay, because I know when I tried it in the past, I felt like it was around the $100 mark, and
Yeah,
like you had mentioned that you were not having good luck with it, so you tried it a
yeah.
few times. I tried it the first year it came out. In fact, I even met the man who developed it, who I believe stepped away from the company. He lived in
He did.
Australia. Yeah, he was out here, and we did like this house party for a bunch of resellers that rented an Airbnb, and we had all hung out. He was a very nice guy,
Hmm.
and so I'd met him back then, but we weren't talking about how to use a software. We're all drinking and eating and having a good time. But
Yeah.
I struggled with it. I've tried it twice myself. I struggled with it, and I was just like, ah, to me, it just wasn't worth the money, and I found it aggravating. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you're going to share with us how you figured it out.
So, good morning, Nate. Good morning, Angela. And we already have somebody commenting over on Facebook that they bought it and they were frustrated and their VA doesn't want to use it anymore. So, I am super excited. I'm going to be taking notes over here and I will get any links posted as well into the chat. Good morning, Gilda.
Yeah, so I'm glad that, I'm not the only one that found it frustrating, and even though I used to watch other people's videos, it didn't help. And so that's why I like authentic help like Marina will share with us, like just real regular sellers, doing real regular stuff.
Definitely.
Happy to share.
All right.
Go ahead and dive in, sister.
So can I share the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So a couple words before that. So what worked for me the best? There are many searches you can run, many ways, but I usually use two lately, and it works for me. So I'll show both. One is if any site has any deals, and another one is called reverse search. So you can use those sites like Rakuten or Top Cashback and see if any website has sales. But today I'll take our lovely Walgreens and show on that. Okay, share screen. Do you see me? Oh no, you don't. Okay, can you now?
Yes,
Yeah.
there we go. And
Okay.
then just to make things easier, I'm going to kill our faces and do like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't see how to.
You have to
You're
open up
sharing.
another window. So you're sharing your screen, but you have to open
Good.
up your.
So
There
you
you
see
go.
now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll open Tactical Arbitrage and I'll open Walgreens. So, and from here, first is like if a website has any deals, and we all know that Walgreens has deals all the time. Not as great actually this time. They had 15% off last week, and they don't now. But it's okay. We'll try, and I can show, like in case they would have 15% off or something like that on top of that. So I just go to category and open what is interests me. That's what usually I like. A lot of beauty, sell a lot of beauty and supplements. That's that's my lovely categories to sell. So and then I just go to each of them and see what deals they have. So for example, they have buy one get 50% off banana boat. So I'll open that. Um, hmm. And same with beauty. I just look if the link will work. Let me see. So from here we go to product search. Product search, and we pick site we want to scan. In this case, it's Walgreens. And for example, we can find there are some categories like easy bulk that comes from Tactical Bucket, and they have I'll show you. I just did it a way ago. So they have free account. Oops. Okay, they have free account, and you need to connect it with Tactical Arbitrage, and in this case those easy bulk will show up, and we can just select all of them. For example, add to bulk and scan it. Deselect. That's one way. Another one, for example, if we have clearance, for example, we want to scan only clearance. Okay, so we pick Walgreens over here, and in category we put this link, and it will scan only clearance instead of scanning website. Because there are some big websites, like let's say Walmart and Target, it's just impossible to scan all of it. It will take like forever. So I put it over here, and then I go to filters. I don't do a lot of filters. In this case, for example, if the website would have 15% off, I would just put over here 15%. Okay, and it will calculate it for me. And today is no any discount, so I won't put it over there. For remove, I only do remove third-party sellers, which is known actually on Walgreens, but in general, I don't feel anything of those. And the reason for that is because this is software. It will take longer to scan. It will go through each filter and see if it's a match, and it will the scan will take longer. And I'd rather filter it later than just set it this way at the beginning. I don't put anything over here. Over here, I use Prep Center, so I put my cost of making bundles, cost to ship to Amazon. Profit ROI, I put $1.10, just in case it will be any coupons and stuff like that, so I can build it up and actually make more. I'd like to look for more data than less data, I would say. And over here, I only click Amazon out of stock result. I put it check this bucket, and also category unknown results. If it doesn't belong to any category, I want to see it as well. And then I just press search and it will look for me. So and now it's working, and I can start another search. And for example, vitamins, how to grab the link. I don't okay. I'm just basically looking for something like that. Buy one, get 150% off. Some links won't work, but you have to try. It depends on the website, so we can try. I'll pick Walgreens and I'll put the link.
I keep trying to get our
And my
faces
settings are
off.
still the same.
Just a minute. I'm trying to get our faces off, and somebody keeps clicking on it. So
Not me.
there we go. I don't know why it wants to do that.
You can see the screen, right?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay. And then I put the link into category and press search. Let's make sure it will start scanning. Okay, yes. I'll stop that. But so what I would do from here, okay, it's buy one, get one 50% off, right? Meaning that it's gonna be 25% of each item. So it's like 50 divided by 2, it's 25%. And what I would do is like I'll pick Walgreens, then I put this link which I grabbed from here. I put it into category, and then in adjustment I would put 25%, and the program will calculate it for me. And then I press search. Okay. Okay, we are done with this one. Let's see what if they have anything else. We ran clearance. Okay. Over here, buy one, get one 50% off. Another one. I'll grab that. And I would do basically the same. Walgreens. I put the link, and another it's the same. It's buy one, get 50% off. I put another 25% and run search. And like that, I will go through all website what is interested me, and I'll put it over there. We can put this one, or over here, if it's buy one, get one free, it's 50% off for each item. Right, let's do this one. Buy one, get one free. Oh, it's glasses. Okay, but in this case, I would do start new search. Walgreens.
How many searches a day do you typically do? Or do you do all your searches one day a week, or?
Yeah, I do. Well, I have 7 limit a day. I
Okay.
usually run about like that, and it run like 24/7. And then one day I just like sit and filter it. So it's yeah, like I don't do much like on sales, but I'll show you another method I do in a second.
Okay.
And I'll like that one I do daily. I run every single day. So we're almost done here. So it's buy one, get one free. I put 50% and I run search. Okay. And after that, I'll show you now another reverse search, which I love to do. We go to Amazon and we just find some products which we exactly know. Usually people do arbitrage. For example, it's like great value. It's Walmart brand.
Mhm.
And okay, so And we just pick something, let's say like this one. So it's great value. We know that Walmart by itself doesn't sell on Amazon, so it's people like us who buy it and resell it, and it's great rank in grocery and gourmet food. So from here, I use Essence Gadget. It's a extension, I guess. Yeah, extension, and it comes as a base version and pro version. So I have pro version, and what we can do right here is actually click that button, and it will extract all sellers which are on this listing right now, and it will pull all their ASINs they have, and it will collect all ASINs for us. So it's scrapping right now. It's already scraped 128, 142. It's pretty quickly. It depends, on how many sellers and how many ASINs it has they have, but it takes like 5-10 minutes, no longer. There is one way. In this case, it will scrap the sellers which is now on the listing. I'll show you another one. Well, that's enough. I'll download it. It's CVS file. And another way we can do, we go to Keepa and we go to data offers. And over here, we only need new condition, because in some toys, it could be used condition or collectible. We don't need that. We uncheck those boxes if it's any. We need only new. And over here, we click the box, include historical offers. So it basically will give us all sellers who ever have been on these listings, and we can scrap their ASINs, what they have now. So I click the button over here, not the button, but box, right? And I copy ASIN from here. And then I go to ASIN Gadget extension, store for offers export. I put the ASIN, and I copy the title just to name the file so I remember what I script, and I press export ASINs. You need to connect your Keepa over here. It needs some tokens from IPI, and I just put export ASINs. So, and it's extracting for us. So,
I went ahead and added the link for that extension into the chat here, and they do have now 3 versions. One is a
3.
free that replaces, it says it replaces Rev ORI and OA Roulette, which is
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah, I just know that OA Roulette, like it's the same guy who owns it, but I didn't know about 3 versions. So we can see that now it's already more than 2,000. Well, I would say it's enough for now, because it's just in demonstration purpose only. I can press download and it will, stop. So from here, I have those CVS files. I go to reverse search on Tactical Arbitrage and import book product codes, upload new files. I just upload it. Again, I don't put much over here, you can see. And I press search. And then we have another one. Oops. Start new search. ASINs, upload, and search. So this one could give you a lot of data, and I want to show a little bit like how I filter it while it's running. I can show you the data I already have and what would I do with that. So it's the data only from reverse search. You can see it's more than 4,000 and it's 94 pages. It's a lot of work to go through, and it's just, I don't want to, to go through all those pages. So I filter that. When you're filtering it, yes, it can remove some of the data which could be useful, but it's like it's something about software. It's not like it will do better job than a human. It will do mistakes, of course, but it's about speed, that you can scrap way more data by doing that than to do it manual. That's the most idea, but it's not perfect. It do mistakes, and it's something normal. It's not something you do wrong. uh, so from here, so I have that much data. And what I would do, I would just go to first, I would filter for product out of stock. Um,
And does this mean it's out of stock at the supplier?
yeah, at the
Okay.
supplier. Okay, in stock. So it's yes and no. I pick no. It's 2,000 items I don't want to go through. So I press apply.
I think it's out of stock at Amazon when you
No,
filter this.
no, it's well, let's try. It says that it's out of stock, but let's try. Maybe I don't know something.
Oh, it knows where the person bought it from? Or I thought if you're just scrubbing their stores for ASINs they sell, you wouldn't have the buy cost or where they got it.
Oh, you can't say where they got it. You can just,
Really?
yes, it's just tactical arbitrage. It's basically take this product like on Amazon, right? We just scrape what is on Amazon, and it will look for all the websites which is in database of tactical arbitrage,
Oh,
and match the title or UPC or picture, and match with other sites and see
oh,
if it's
okay.
available, and then it shows you the results.
Okay.
So yes, it's out of stock for the supplier.
Okay.
You can see that it's found on Target, but unfortunately shipping is not available, same as we pick up and delivery. So I filter that. It's 42 pages, which is out of stock. I don't want to look for that, and I press delete all. And over here, I put delete visible. That is very important, because if you put delete all, it will remove all data. If you press delete hidden, it will remove the data I didn't filter yet. So we need delete visible, what we filtered, which is products out of stock, and reset filters. And here we go, from 90 something pages, we have 53, which is already better, but not yet. Gross ROI. I filter from 150% to 10,000. And the reason for that, you might think that it's basically I remove the data which could be like having good ROI. But when the last time you saw any product which has like 4,000 percent ROI? And I'll show you what's the mistake it made and why we removed that. It's basically, it compare items, well, yeah, like this. So it compare, for example, one log to, for how many, for like, I don't know, 16, 20 for 20. And of course the ROI will be great, but it's actually a mismatch. Or for
Hmm.
example, I had this thing when it's compared vacuum cleaner, which included those filters with filters, because it found a picture of filters on both listings, but obviously one is a vacuum cleaner and another one is a filter. It's just a mismatch. So from here, I will remove it again. It will filter it, delete all, and delete visible. So it's 9 pages, which has too high ROI, which is probably a mismatch almost always in the case. And the same, I remove low ROI let's say from minus 10,000, it could be over there as well to, let's say, 29%. So I want to look for everything which has gross ROI 30% and above. I press apply. Okay, so it's only one page is by page, so that's visible. And reset filters. Okay, and from here, sometimes I can remove Amazon in stock, like just don't see it. Okay, Amazon in stock 90 days. I also put, let's say, like 65% to 100% because I don't want to compete with Amazon, for example. And again, delete it all. So it will remove 3 pages for us. And you can apply other filters to fit your criteria, but it's 42 pages right now. And then we can go look at it after we filter that. So gross ROI, let's put from smaller to bigger, and just how I look at it. Okay, I can see this is a mismatch. I just skip that. The shoes, if you sell shoes, we can look. So I just press on my mouse on both pictures, and it will open it in separate windows. That looks like might be a match. If you don't sell in some categories, you also can filter by category. You can pick it somewhere over here. It will be category, and you can remove it as well. So seems like a match too.
What is
So
that?
I don't know. Emergency.
Emergency food supply. So it's like a bucket, and inside
Oh,
that
okay,
bucket,
gotcha.
I think, is like the dehydrated food
Yeah.
things. It's that kind of stuff is really popular for people who are like survivalists.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually what is good about this reverse search, because we all have this in mind. I mean, I feel like everyone likes to sell some in certain categories, and then it's just that's what happened to me, because I sell grocery and beauty and OTC, and that's about it. But then I just, like, I want to expand my knowledge and sell in more categories because it could be more profit. Plus it's very oversaturated categories, and everyone wants to sell it. So with this reverse method, you just basically can find products you never would even thought about,
Mm-hmm.
but some other people sell, and they could be good. That's good for for your knowledge, just to learn something new. Well, I can see that I'm gated again. Like, I use RevROI and SEngadget, and both shows that I'm gated. But first I see if it's a match. Okay, and looks like it's not, right? No, I don't think so.
I think it looked like it matched. Oh,
Well,
the fabric there is different. Yeah, I see that.
yeah, fabric is different. Well, it's okay. Second one. That looks like it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, it has sizes 9.5 and 14. And Merrill, yeah, Merrill. I check the brand, I check the pictures, and then okay, color black, and select 9.5, for example. Okay, so it's RevROI show us 82, 88, and over here it's more expensive, so no. But we can check 14, which actually everyone is out of stock right now, and
All
meaning
those size 14 guys out there running around.
yeah. So, okay, that won't work. And then the most idea is actually just to go through the search as fast as you can. And that is it. And it comes over the practice when you just do the same thing. And, okay, this is, okay, we milk alternative. IP campaign. And we can see that zero offers. Well, I probably will skip that. Just looking at
That's
those
going
two.
to be one of my questions is in your filter. Do you tend to filter out how many sellers are on a listing? Like, do you try to filter out the listings that only have one seller because it's possibly the brand owner selling it, and also filtering out when there's just too much competition on a listing? Do you tend to do that?
Well, I filter the final result. Like with this method, you cannot actually filter like who you want and who you don't, because it just scrape everything, everyone. But you can go to the filters on TA and basically like put those filters over there. You can do that. So like Amazon category, you can remove categories you don't want to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there are many filters you can apply. Okay, this is a mismatch, I can see. Okay, shoes. Mismatch, Sony. I don't like the graph. Maybe this one, if it's a match. That looks like a match too.
Those are so fun, those little tiny toys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, looks like a match to me. Those two
Mm-hmm.
vectors
Yep.
and the sizes they have. Okay, 8. Is it women? Okay. B. 8B. B.
Yeah, what is B? I know that
I
Y
don't
is.
It's
know.
width.
Ah, 8. Sorry,
It's
it's
their
low.
width sizes.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
computer's always a little slower when we screen share.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, no. It's like it give us $71. We can, and over here it's 74. But let's say in case this website or other website would have 25% off, site wise, like we can, it could work. Actually, it depends on the site.
Gilda says she uses more than 3 sellers for
Yeah.
her search results. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I would think I would want to do too.
Yep. So 29.99, is it a match? Yes, I'm gated and no one is selling it.
What website was that for sale on? That website looked different. I've never seen that site. Toy
Toy Wi-
Whiz. Oh, okay. Toy Whiz is a big Amazon seller.
Yeah, I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah. When they're on stuff, I'm always like, ugh.
If nobody's selling it, is it a good thing or bad thing?
It could just be that it's sold out, but if Toy Whiz is selling it on their own site, I'm surprised they're not selling it on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know, because over here it's zero offers. Someone only do it FBM one offer, which is we can see who
Toy Whiz.
to someone.
Yeah, Toy Whiz is expanded to where they're even a third party seller on Target, and sometimes they're hard to compete against if they are on a
Mm-hmm.
toy listing.
Okay. Then in this case it would be a pass, but you can get the idea that
Yeah,
if it would be like 29.99 and we put it over here and it would be a profitable product, but we will skip that. Okay. That's what I was talking about, that sometimes it's not enough profit, but it could be deals like that, like 20% off just to
20% off.
subscribe,
Yeah,
and you can build it up. So it's $16 Bliss. I think, do they file a P complaint? I don't know.
I don't know.
16. Well, not enough in this case, too.
Yeah, I'm not restricted to sell it, and there are 8 sellers on that product, and it
Mhm.
ranks at 36,000.
I'll just jump to fifth page, meaning like I sorted from lowest ROI to highest. That's why we didn't see much, profit over there. Uh, okay, interesting. Pillow.
Pillow Pets.
If it's purple like that, it means that it is a bundle of two or three. It's multi-pack. And sometimes tactical arbitrage catch it, sometimes not. And the reason not, because like those listings, people created themselves, and because of that they could not put that it is a multi-pack, and this is a program, it just see what the data is available, so you always wants to check it. Marvel. Okay. Out of stock. I know it looks like a little bit long, because like
It does take
like
a long time to research.
what's that?
I said I think it does take a lot of time to research products. You can spend all
Yeah.
day doing it.
Yeah, a lot of time I just like run searches, filter it, and then I give it to my VAs, and they do this job to go, and compare that, because it is time consuming, but you know, you can get a lot of data. Okay, it's 549 and it's pack of two, not enough profit. But it's a match. I just wanted to show that like
Yeah.
the principle.
I think
So,
things like that, sometimes I will put them in my Target shopping cart when I know I want to wait till Target runs one of their sales, because
Mhm.
Target is known for running sales for the different
mhm,
categories. Buy $50 in
mhm,
health and beauty and get $20 Target gift card. Or so sometimes maybe will be good down the road.
yeah. Yeah.
We have a question from Facebook, and I'll
Mhm.
look at the name in just a second here. Do you order frequently from Zulily? Saw it on one of the search results, but wasn't sure if it was reliable or retail friendly. And that is coming from Ella.
I probably ordered one time, but but it's a lot of time it's out of stock by the time I look at the search,
Mhm.
and that's not the site I'm purchasing from, and I don't know much, to be honest.
I too have found some bolos at Zulily, but by the time I went to go
Really?
order, they get sold out really fast.
Yeah. I guess maybe this website is better to look at fresh data, meaning doing manual search, because if it goes fast, it just, it will take too long to do it through TA. And by the time you will look at the data, it will be already probably sold out.
Yeah.
So,
I think what happens is that there's Facebook groups or whatnot that are highlighting the bolos, and those that are up late or up
mm-hmm,
early see those bolos really quick, and it just gets sold out.
mm-hmm. I think it's a match. Am I right or not?
Yes, it
I'm
is. It
I'm not
is.
very big in toys, but I'm learning.
It is. In
So,
fact, there's 2 listings on Amazon for that. That's one of them, and then there's another one that actually has a different rank, a
mm-hmm,
better rank than that one, and it's going for $38 buy box.
mm,
So
okay,
that one does have 2 listings on Amazon.
yeah.
Yellow Brick Road says that they have gotten an IP complaint from a Zulily sourced product. My question back to him was a Zulily receipt invoice good and take care of that IP alert or that IP complaint, or did it not work? I'm curious if you don't mind sharing.
Uh, Me, I don't know. I don't order from
Oh,
it.
no, no, I'm asking him.
I don't know.
Him or her. I can't remember if it who Yellow Brick Road reselling is. Heart and Tonics.
Well, this is by Used. Again, this is a
Mhm.
website I've never heard of.
I've heard of it. They've been around a long time.
You really?
ABE Books is the #1 site for selling used books,
Really?
especially in collectors. And
Hmm.
like if you have a signed autographed or a vintage book, you're going to sell it over on ABE versus eBay or Amazon.
Yeah, and you
Mm-hmm.
And
can sell used books on Amazon. So, um,
I just never understand if for books I don't sell at all because like buy box, is it for new books? If it's is it for used, and how many new sell versus used books? That's what I don't understand about this data, and I basically just avoid books. Maybe it's wrong, but I just don't know how to read this data for books. Do you?
to read the data, not I haven't really tried with books. For books for me, I need to find them at a almost like a stupid low cost. And the
Mm-hmm.
ones that I would sell on Amazon would be older older ones that people are very specifically looking for that you're not going to find it new. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
be finding a used
Yeah.
copy, and it's of like I've sold an vintage 1900 Moby Dick was one of my first big sales.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that when I go to the library, or when the library used to have book sales, that they would price point against prices on ABE, and the
Mm-hmm.
prices there are much higher than
Mm-hmm.
most other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, we got a response back from Yellow Brick Road. They said it didn't help with Amazon, but the company wouldn't remove the claim either. Oh, and it was a hair cream. Don't recall the brand.
Oh.
And that's Tamara. Thank you, Tamara.
yeah,
Hmm.
you have to be very careful with beauty products, especially high-end beauty products. So many of them um, don't want you selling their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I found this precision brush, a little bit different package, but looks like it's the same brush
Yeah.
to me. And from here, if you have Bed Bath and Beyond membership, which is I believe like $20 per year,
Mhm.
you can take $7.99 minus 20%,
20%. Yeah.
and it's gonna be 6.4. And okay, the rank is a little bit high, but it's selling sometimes. Okay, and it's 6 and 4, and it gives us 41% ROI. So I think that's the point, like for me to show the idea, because it could take some time to find really product like which is good, and I don't think we have that time. Oh, I don't like when they do this price too low to show, and you need to add it to your cart to see
Uh,
the price.
Tamara says that the brand was Lucetta. I had a big IP
Oh,
complaint with Lucetta, but I
hmm,
got the owner or vice president or whatever to retract. So it is possible. He was just kind of a he didn't know how to do it when they first hit with all that Lucetta product. Mine was
hmm,
from Sierra, and Amazon wouldn't accept a Sierra receipt either. But I did
yeah.
get it reversed eventually. Was it too long ago, Tamara? If not, I could send you the contact information. Let me know.
So, um, if it's a match, um, okay,
That one
this
looks
is
like a match to me.
yeah. So it's 13 little kids, and over here 13. It's calls, and it's $44. So it's actually might be profitable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that one's a great one. Yay.
we found it. So it's ROI 48%, and you know.
As everyone quickly is logging on to Kohl's right now.
Kohl's is
Yeah.
another one you got to be really quick about because
Yes.
they sell out really quick.
Yes.
And don't order a whole bunch. I ordered, I think, 10 sneakers one time, and they're like, nope. Mm-mm.
Well, and see, and then
Uh,
that just opens up a rabbit trail here because now
Yes.
we see that on Kohl's there are 3 color choices.
Mhm.
And then that opens us up to looking at these other color choices
Mhm.
here on Amazon. I think that one of the misconceptions for new sellers is they watch videos that people put out, making it look like boop, 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 look how quick I found these. And
Yes.
I do this, and
Yes.
I'm now a six-figure Amazon seller. And,
Yes.
I feel like they're just misleading people and giving them a false
Yes.
hope. Not that that's not possible, because I'm a six-figure seller, but the reality is research takes time. Even
Yes.
with tools, I mean, the tools definitely help and cut down some time, but there's still research involved.
Well,
Yes.
exactly right. And I think showing like what you don't select or how you filter and get rid of the bad ones will really help, because a lot of people, they get into this and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't find anything." And it's like,
Yes.
because you're looking at everything, and once you learn how to get rid of like 50% of that, it gets a lot easier. We do have some more comments here.
Mhm.
Shay says people don't teach the variations. Absolutely, that is
Mhm.
That's right.
correct. And Tamara asks, for food, do you still sell if the expiration date is less than 150 days? And then Tamara was saying that Lucetta actually reimbursed for the cost of the product. That was 3 years ago. So,
Wow.
question is, expiration date less than 150 days.
Probably no. Probably not for me.
I
And
have. I
you
have
have
sold it when it's less than that. If I'm merchant fulfilling it,
oh.
and, like, let's say it's seasonal or something and I know it's gonna sell quickly, I
Mhm.
have when it's something I know that's gonna sell really quick.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I don't do merchant fulfilled. It's just like I'm overloaded with a lot of work and with a lot of other platforms which I want to cut because I just cannot catch up with everything.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I
right.
don't do merchant fulfill. But if you can, yes, it could be more profitable price, and it could be better to do it this way if you have time for that. And talking about variations, someone asked the question. That's a good question. There are a lot of variations on clothes and especially shoes, and not only then. And the idea that some items could sell, let's say 10 items a month, another, let's say it's three item variations. So one sells 10 items a month, another one sells five a month, and then the third one doesn't sell at all. But based on keeper graph, if you don't look at variations, you can think that all of them are selling because they usually share the same keeper graph. So, to just find out which sells the best, it's not a perfect method, but the idea is if the product sells, it's eventually will have rating and it will have reviews. And the more it has, the more it sells. So I just go to variations, and I just sort it by rating. Rating is when you click several stars. You don't need to write a review, which is easier for people. That's why I pay attention to rating, because reviews could be way less. Okay, and rating, I sort from biggest to lowest, and over here we see a winner like that cup. So it has 187 rating, and we can see that it was, how it will grow over time. So basically, I can assume that this variation in this particular shoe style and this particular
Size.
size, which is 13 little kids, actually that's what we were looking at, right?
Mhm.
So that sells the best. Then number two, it sells 11 and a half little kids, the same style basically, and so on. And basically I would buy, let's say 10 of those, not from Kohl's, okay, but let's say I would buy, let's say 5, 4, 3, and so on. So less and less. And we can see that all those shoes have a rating, meaning they're all selling somehow. Some is better and some is worse. And even over here wouldn't be any rating. I cannot say that this variation doesn't sell. It might just don't have a rating, but I don't know the way to figure it out. If it doesn't have any reviews, any rating, I don't know. I usually skip that, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't sell. But you can test it or not test it. That's the choice. Do you know, ladies, if it's nothing over here, would you purchase it?
I've had some really good sellers that have like zero rank,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to shoes, I'm not sure, especially with the $44 buy price.
Mm-hmm.
We are going into back to school and
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, so it's time to get new shoes. I know I'm shopping for new shoes for my kids, and
Mm-hmm.
then with shoes, I flip flop between, and maybe we all have different opinions here.
Mm-hmm.
The more like generic, those black ones
Mm-hmm.
probably sell quite a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
then what's the desirability of those weird funky colors? Because
Mm-hmm.
those have some desire too. The funkier the better on
Mm-hmm.
the colors. So kind of what's trending. And I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
some people go after the big sizes and the funky colors because they don't want to be another pair of
Yeah.
black shoes.
Yes, actually, I had this experience. I was buying those shoes either from Marshall Sierra or TJ Maxx, and it was
Mhm.
Adidas shoes. It was like pink, something with pink, ladies, and the size was 11,
Oh wow.
which is, I guess, unusual for women's sizes, but they sold actually very quick and very good. I had only one return out of them, and
Mhm.
I don't remember how many I bought, but like 30, 40, something like that. And I had only one return. So sometimes you never know, but yeah, I guess like you just test it. It's no way just to look at Kiba and just can say, oh, that's how many and that sells. But I just shows the idea how you can figure out which sells more and which sells less.
Exactly. Yeah.
But everything needs to be tested. Okay, let's see. So I Walgreens. Walgreens. Okay, so from here, for the search we ran for Walgreens,
Hmm.
it's the view data will be in view data. For reverse search will be in reverse search data. It's a little bit confusing. So over here I pick Walgreens and I press apply. So it will show us only Walgreens search, and we can see what it found over there for the time I was showing something else. So over here I also found Target. Looks like a match to me. Yeah,
Hmm.
1429. It's 31 in home and kitchen, but we can see that it is variations. So 1429. Okay, it's 20% ROI, but over here it's setting site Katie. Okay, I can see. Okay, the best sells matte black site Katie. But the next one, actually, after that, it's what we were looking for, setting side Katie. So it sells. I would try that out. Good rank. Yeah. But we also can check if Target has another variations, for example, and try to match it with those and check from there. Meaning that tactical arbitrage, you can find, let's say, one lead which is match like this one, but then you can see the variation and you can check them too. Just go back and forth from Amazon to Target, and also let's say it was out of stock, for example, right? But I like the product. What I can do using ASIN gadget is press that Google button and just see if I can find it somewhere else. So it's just tactical arbitrage. It's not necessarily that you won't do anything manual. So some I can do both. I can look for tactical arbitrage search, and I can rabbit trail from that as well. So
We've got another question here,
mhm,
and I have a question. It's Tamra, and Tamra,
mhm.
are you just asking on a different account? Are you Yellow Brick Road? I'm just asking. And then she asks, do you guys have a list of sites with limits? For example, store ABC max 3 per limit.
um me, you.
I mean, I only know like when I'm ordering from Kohl's to don't order like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, you know, break it up and pretty much keep under the 10 amount for Kohl's. I don't really have any other sites because most of them put a limit on you anyways.
Um, so I would say, if I don't know website, I would go and start low. I would like order one or two. I won't order 5 or 10. I have one extension which calls Way Buddy. I bought a lifetime license, and it's like it's the extension when you have everything, and all you need is basically time saver. That's a good extension, and I'll show you why. So they have some comments, like you can see that it's started to be like it pop up that it has comment, and that's basically who created those. They put those notes, so we can see target, no limit, and then like their notes. What I also like about this extension, I can put my own notes. That's what is like, it was very, very good for me because I do online arbitrage only, and I already have more than 100 websites I source from. Not regularly, but in general, like I have a list, and I don't remember when I ordered, how many I ordered. And basically this extension helps me just to put, let's say, 726, placed my first order, if, and for example, 5 items to each. So I put it over here and it stay over there, and every time I go to this website I can click this icon and see what I wrote about that. Or for example, let's get another website, I don't know, Bed Bath Beyond, for example, if it has any notes. Yes, it does. So see, it's their comments. It's not for every single sites they have like comments, but they have quite a bit. And I found some sites which I never thought about, and I purchased from them. But actually the best, I like this custom note because I can
Mhm.
build my database and see what I ordered and what happened with this order.
Mm.
Did it go through or not, and then I just put it over here. Or for example, I also source from other countries stores, and some of them have free shipping and some of them has ridiculously expensive shipping, which kills the whole profit. And over here I also can comment like, oh, shipping was that much. And so in this case, when I will forget about this website, it's always will pop up and I will read it, my comments. So, but nothing else I know more than that, actually, what you can do. I don't think it's any database out there.
No, and that's because the companies don't really want to advertise that too. And it's different things will trigger different things. Some companies, it's like if you order 55555, if you order more than X amount of an item, if
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for all sorts of different ways to trigger that algorithm. And they're not going to tell you, just like Amazon's not going to tell you what their algorithm is too.
Yeah. Um.
My friend found out that if you post too many negative reviews, you'll get blocked. Because she would only complain. She would never leave like good reviews, and so she left like 3 or something in 1 month, and she got talked to by Amazon and restricted on doing reviews.
What's she like in real life?
I was like, "You're having a bitchy month." I don't. Oh,
So, um, I'm back to like Walgreens, and also you can filter it by estimate monthly sales.
Mhm.
And I put from 0 to 5, and it shows me 45 pages actually. Um, so, and I will delete it too.
Yeah, that's a good one to filter out.
Yeah, because it just give you like those, you don't want to look through 45 pages of, bad with no sales basically. And again, like the the program can make mistakes and delete something you would be interested in. But again, like when you're working with the big database, there is no way you can just go through it. So
Mm-mm.
in source, I'll just put Walgreens. Uh, oops.
Now, when you're doing the Walgreens, is that from all the previous searches that we did at the beginning of this video?
Yeah, what I started and what it actually found. So it's 10
And
pages.
and is it all of the separate searches you put in, or are these just for each one individually, or do they all bunch together because they were all Walgreens?
You can do either one. You can look through searches, like you just click product search and you go to search manager, and you will see all the scans you set in a second. Okay, and you can see a result and view data. You can name your search. You can you can go individually, or you can go to product search, or sorry, view data, and it will be all together. So it's either
Okay.
one. You can do both. um okay, this is no, nothing in stock, delete all, delete visible. Okay, reset filters. I'll just go really quick because I know we are, it's a lot of time.
Yeah, but
Probably
it
every,
didn't feel like it to me because I found it really, really interesting. You did a good job showing us.
I hope so. That's my first time.
You did a great job.
Thank
I'm
you.
understanding, so
Good. Walgreens. So in this case, I sorted by site. So I just want to look through Walgreens, and it's 7 pages. Loading, loading. hmm Okay. Over here, we see it's a mismatch. This is looks like a match. Mismatch, I just skip that. If I'm restricted and it's hazmat and I'm not interested, or if I see a bunch of Amazon on the listing, again I skip. The main idea that I don't want to open each of them, I want to go through the data as soon as possible. Again, mismatch, looks like a match, like I open only which looks good to me, so I skip those, again. Like if you like this product, what you can do, you can open it and do reverse search, or like go to Google and find it. Maybe it's like good price somewhere, you can also do that. So Neutrogena.
now did you find, I had a couple questions, and one is
Yes.
that since there's a lot of people out there using
Uh-huh.
Tactical Arbitrage, and they're
hmm
going to run the same search as you are at stores like
hmm
Walgreens with the weekly sales.
yeah.
You find then when you're buying those things, because you found them through Tactical Arbitrage, that
hmm
you see once yours get active at Amazon, there's also a flood of other sellers,
yeah.
and the price begins to tank because we're assuming that they also found it this same way.
Yes, absolutely. I actually I kind of started to do really very little of Walgreens, because I feel like a lot of products has tanked and recently more than before. That's my feeling. But yeah, especially if it's easy to order from site, let's say like Walgreens or Walmart, everyone can order from it and as much as they want. Yeah, it's gonna be oversaturated. That's why I like that reverse search, because uh, it's you can find a lot of stores you never thought about, and I found some because like I sell a lot of like supplements. I love those, and I found some websites which are on TA, and I actually never heard of, and they don't run any sales, but the prices are very good, and I purchase from them, and it might become replants. That's why I like that reverse search, because there is no way I can find myself all websites over there, you know.
So
uh,
reverse search has been giving you better products in the long run that tend to not be tanking and
Yeah.
less competition.
Yeah, because I can find interesting items I never knew about. I can find interesting stores and go from there. And some categories, for example, right now I'm learning about industrial and scientific category.
Mhm.
There are items I look at them and I have no idea what is it. I sometimes go to YouTube just to figure out what it is. And I also sell some stuff for fishing,
Mhm.
some fishing gear. Again, it's just something, if it's not on top of everyone's mind, if it doesn't come to your mind right away, that might be better than to sell, like, bar of soap or shampoo, whichever everyone comes to this idea. I mean,
Yeah, everybody tries to do toys, groceries,
mhm,
beauty products. That's a
yeah,
very good point. And then my other question was, I know that you tried the free VAs that we offer for a month.
yes.
Do you like and do you use that VA for filtering out these products for yourself?
um I tried. I actually have two right now. Two VAs. I would say my experience that you need to know what you are doing first if you
Yeah.
want to get a VA. Uh, because the VA I got, they're pretty new. They watched the course, but they didn't practice much. And what I found good things to do is basically give step by step instruction how to do that, where to click, and then give feedback on all the leads. So I see the leads and I record a small, like, 5 minutes video on Loom, and send them like, hey, this is like good and that's why, and this is bad and that's why. In this case, they are learning. I can definitely say it's a lot of work. It's like at the beginning, I would say, because you want to you want to have more time and you want some help in your business,
Hmm.
but at the beginning you investing in them to teach them what you want them to do, and for them to learn your criteria, your stores you like, and they practice, and over time they become better and better. So right now I'm still working on improving their skills, and go to be where I want them to be, and where I want myself to be. I hope it
Yeah.
makes sense.
It totally makes sense. Right now, I'm not using a VA, but off and on I do. And that's the way it is for me in the beginning. It's a lot of work. And I would make videos for them with step by step instruction
Yes.
and do exactly like you. This is good and this is why. This is
Hmm.
bad and this is why. And then I would also track. I had a spreadsheet where I was tracking if they found, let's say, three things
Hmm.
and I knew how much I was paying them for each hour, I would put in like what it cost me for them
Hmm.
to find those three things. And let's say it was $50. Well,
Hmm.
then I would make sure, or, before I went and bought them, I would try to make sure that I bought $100 of profit worth of those items. So it, you know, allowed me to pay them their 50 and my 50 profit on top of that. I don't know that
Hmm.
I'm wording this correctly. But I would keep a spreadsheet of what I'm paying them, how much I bought,
Hmm.
bottom line, what was my profit going to be. And then of
Hmm.
course you're tracking then those products to see, did they sell? In the end, it was always profitable for me to use a VA. But
Hmm.
yes, in the beginning, it was exhausting making the videos. And then what you can do is save those videos. So
Hmm.
if you decide, I want to try a different VA for
Hmm.
whatever me and this VA just aren't jiving, it's not gelling, then I don't have to remake the how to videos. I already have it saved in my Loom account and I could just pop up that video to a new VA.
Hmm. Yeah.
We've got a couple comments here. Lana, thank you so much. She said this is a great interview packed with lots of information. It is. Thank you very much, Mariana, for joining
No
us
problem.
today
Anytime.
Mhm.
and showing us some ins and outs. And then Tamara says she did TA 2 years ago, found it a big time suck. I need to revisit as I'm not doing much RA lately. TA is good since I live remotely and don't have many stores.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I've met a few people that, physically cannot get out and go scan at stores,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a great option. It does take a lot of learning though.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does actually. That was something I didn't expect basically in TA and in virtual assistant because I wanted everything right away. But it's like, oh, I paid money, it should like find it for me and bring me some leads. But actually, it took more than that. It needs some learning and some time to get
And
there to
realistically,
learn.
how many leads do you find every day using tactical arbitrage?
Well, I wish I would just do just do TA, but like recently I was just for 1 hour just going through the search, I can find about 10 leads from TA.
Okay.
And then like it's just from TA, just like I copy and paste to the to the sheet, and after that I can evaluate those leads later and maybe rabbit trail from them as well. But yeah, when I you become faster over doing that, way faster. So
Yeah. It
um
could be something that maybe we can get TA as a group and use a
yes.
few of the VAs and find our group uh, some leads.
Yeah, I actually recently found a partner. So we do sourcing together, and basically we ship to different warehouses. I mean, we have I ship to west and she ships to east. So we are not competitors actually. And what we do, we're trying to save some money and some time by doing it together. So she can go through one search and I can go through another one, and we can share the cost of some tools, because they get expensive. Like
Yeah,
each tools and extensions is like sometimes it's $10, sometimes it's $100, but it's adds up. And
it
it's
does.
yeah, we want to share TA actually, because I think it
Yeah,
would make more sense.
because
So
in the end, you have to buy enough product that's going to sell
mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
pay for the tools you used
Mm-hmm.
and to still profit. So,
Yeah.
you got to take these things into consideration. Did you find someone to work with in our group?
uh what's that?
Did you find someone to work with through our Facebook group?
Yes, we actually
Yay!
she's in your group, and
Yay.
we also at another group over there, and she just messaged me, and I'm so happy she did.
Oh, that's wonderful. See,
Yeah,
I love that. I
me
love
too.
I love our community.
Yes, it is because like I didn't communicate much with sellers, and I feel like you can learn so much from each other, and we actually did, because sometimes she tell me like, oh, you can do that, and I'm like, really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I had some quite experience already, but there are so many things I can learn yet. So it's actually very beneficial.
Yeah, I've made friends with a lot of sellers over the years, and I still consider them my friends, and we still message through Messenger every now and
Mm-hmm.
then. Quite a few of them are in my Facebook group because I added them right away in the beginning because I do
Mm-hmm.
consider them my friends. But I will
Mm-hmm.
say Lucy seemed to be the only one that still kind of stuck around, and we would do the same. Like she did things. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And then I was big into bundling, so I kind
Mm-hmm.
of showed Lucy the rope on how to do bundles, and it's great learning from each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We
it
have a
is.
couple comments.
Mm-hmm.
Shay asked if we were still accepting people into the Facebook group. Yes, of
Yeah,
course we are.
always.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked if it was being recorded. I put both our YouTube channels down in those links. I'm not sure what the if you can go back and rewatch on Facebook or not.
Yeah, you
But
can.
You
okay,
can. You can.
so you can either go rewatch on the YouTube channels or on the Facebook. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want me to have faces or keep with the screen recording?
Let me show the last one, and I feel like I got an idea. I hope that I just like shared what I can. So I found this on TA, and this is we can see 10 hair mask, and it's a pack of 2. Okay, it's great rank in beauty and personal care. So, and we have room for $30. So in this case, it costs 2109, and TA already considered the discount we put over there. Like, remember, 25%. So basically, from 2109, I minus 25% from each item. It gives us 1581, but we also have 25% on beauty and care flash sale and minus 25%. So, and then I multiply it by 2, which gives me 23.7, and we put 23.7 over here, and looks like it's 30, almost 30% ROI. Of course, we need to look for average price on Keepa, of course, but like that's the idea. If it's some sale, it's basically calculate the discount for you, and then you just make sure it is the right calculation, and find the match. That is it. So I think that's it.
And sometimes Walgreens even has more discounts
Yeah.
than just that buy one, get one, say 50% off. Sometimes they also have coupon
Yeah.
codes that you can put in for, and then
Yes.
you can get even 20% even more off by ordering online and doing in-store pickup. And, sometimes it's, thank you 15. And so sometimes you
Yeah.
can stack discounts at
Or you can
Walgreens.
add, your I'm sorry, you can add your Walgreens points. I
Yeah.
use it for myself. I don't use it for business, but you can if
Yeah.
you want,
Yeah.
and make it
We've
cheaper.
got 2 questions, and this is kind of going to be the last call out for questions. Get them in now, and we will try to answer. If not, you can leave them in the comments, and we will get them to whoever you're asking the question to. Tara asks, do you use Walgreens cash? Okay, we just kind of talked about that. You have accumulated. So yes, you can. I use it for work. Tina, do you use it for work or personal?
Both.
Both.
I use it for both. They're kind of intermingled because sometimes I earn Walgreens cash from things I bought for work, but then I go in there and when I'm checking out, grabbing, I don't know, a Red Bull and, whatever, and a Squishmallow, I pay with my Walgreens
I do
cash.
that too. Like, let's say I have $8 cash for whatever store. I might buy myself a little snack or, something for the car or whatever for $5 and use the rest towards my work purchase. We've got a question from, or a comment from Gilda. We were talking about Glenda earlier. I needed witch names. Doing back end keywords, and I couldn't remember the witch at Wizard of Oz, but that's a side note. Gilda says, I bought that and it was shipped horribly. All the jars were open, cream covering all the products.
Walgreens is the worst with their shipping. They truly are the worst of them all. But you can order online Walgreens and do in-store pickup. So, definitely consider doing that. But yeah, they truly are the worst.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I have done both the in-store pickup, sometimes helps. And then like, I won't order big heavy things with light things. I will split the order up. I will split the quantity up. So say I wanted to get, 30 of those hair things. I'm going to do maybe 3 orders of 10 versus 1 order of 30, depending on the product. The good and bad part of online arbitrage is, yes, you do get damaged products sent to you all the time. It's a full-time job to keep up with the damaged goods. The good part is most of these stores have pretty good return processes that once you know the process, you know that, okay, I'm going to have to ship this back, or I can go into the store, and you incorporate that into your to-dos. And some of the stores, if it's like damaged like that, they don't want it back because you can't really ship some things back when they're damaged, glass items being one. They don't want you to ship back broken glass, etc., and you wind up damaging those out. So we've I wouldn't sell a hair product that has lost half the bottle spilled in the box, but I may try it myself. So you get a couple little perks like that. We've had some damaged out items that I would not, they're too damaged for new on Amazon, but I'll try them out or give them to Goodwill or let the staff try them out here.
Yeah, that's a good one. My number one is actually Bed Bath and Beyond.
I love them.
They were like the worst for me to ship like those whatever could leak, like liquid bottles. It's like, oh my goodness, sometimes I return as a, like, I'm like, oh, replace it, and they send me replacement, and replacement is damaged.
Yeah.
So also I actually noticed that so I was shipping to Florida to myself first, and I prepped it myself, and then I started to ship to my prep center, which is on Oregon. So anyway, and I figured out that some stores ship better to me or opposite. So Target was way better condition when they ship to my house, but they are not good when they ship over there. And Walgreens actually opposite. I had bunch of like leaked and so, like when I shipped to my home, and I don't have that many shipping to Oregon. So maybe some warehouses are better than others. I have no idea, but that's my experience.
Mine's Rite Aid. Rite Aid goes up to the shelf and just goes into the bucket, shakes it around, throws it into the truck, and then ships it. That's what they do.
And then the delivery guy drop kicks it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
They are terrible. Good morning or afternoon, Craig. How are you? Well, thank you again so much. I don't see any other comments or questions coming in, so that will wrap it up. But yeah, this was very, very eye-opening. TA is one of those things that I'm kind of debating on whether I want to continue with or not. I mean, it definitely has its purposes. So Lana says that Target is the worst. Target's pretty bad. Definitely pretty bad. I get a lot of free stuff though from Target and Walmart because they ship it so terribly, and I'm like, damage, damage, damage. And they're like, okay, you don't need to return the item. We'll ship you a new one.
Yeah.
So I come home and I'm like, okay, we've got all this damaged food, boxes of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
My family's like, we don't want to eat that. All right, to the food bank we go. All right, thank you again. And everybody out there, you guys have a wonderful day. Do you want to hit the end button, Tina?
I sure will. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah.